Without question, my mother was the most important influence in my life. People say, oh, Jane, you were so brave, you're out in the dark. It was she. I left her every day down in the camp. I went up into the forest following my dream. There she was with these insects and snakes, a slightly inebriated cook, and the baboons are very pushy, and I left her with all of those.
The mother's role, I think, really played a major part in making Jane who she is today. She's 89, she's turning 90 in a year from now. And she still works just as hard as she did when she was 30. It started when she was very young. And so part of her chores was that she'll go out and collect these chicken eggs. And she was curious to know where these chicken eggs came from. I think no one answered her to her satisfaction. So she decided to go out and find out for herself. So she went into this hen house and went under the straw and hid and waited and waited and waited, which was fine for her, but not for her poor family, because they had no idea where she was. And she spent God knows how long in there, and they were worried sick. But she comes out in the evening, hair full of straw, running to her mum to go tell her the story of how a chicken lays an egg. And instead of the mother being angry and scolding her, she sat down and listened to the story of how a chicken lays an egg. And she keeps talking about even later in her career, when she got the chance to go study chimpanzees, given this opportunity by Louis Leakey, the famous paleoanthropologist.
When I went to Gombe, Tanzania, and they said she must have a companion. So my mother immediately agreed to come out for 4 months.
She volunteered to go with her out into the middle of nowhere, into the forest, to go and study chimpanzees. When she first started studying chimpanzees, Louis Leakey got together enough funding for only 6 months of her study. She would go back to the camp every day and would be really stressed out. And her mom would always remind her that, Jane, calm down. I think you are progressing a lot more than you realize. Her mother kept encouraging her, even that when times were hard, when she thought that her dream was almost becoming impossible for her to achieve and time was running out.
There's many people I must thank along my journey, but the one most important one was that mother who supported my love of animals when I was a child, who didn't laugh at my dreams. If you really want something, work hard, take advantage of opportunity, and never give up.